Hey guys, today we're going to do an update to my investing checklist. And if you haven't seen the latest podcast about it, and the first one, it's episode 10. And let's go. I felt the necessity to do another one of these because new analyses were made since then, and new questions came in too. So this is the update to that checklist. And if you check the written post at stockpickinginsights.com, you will see an updated PDF with all the questions, including the ones that we're going to introduce today. There's much to be told about these questions. The purpose of them is to complement your investing style and cover some of your blind spots. You will see that these questions are mostly focused on consumer brand businesses because this is my area of competence. If you invest in other sectors that I don't cover because it's outside my area of competence, it may not be as useful to you. So check the PDF and see if you'll find value there. A few quick notes about the investing checklist, about the latest questions in particular. Notice the 2x window being mentioned twice in these questions, the new questions. The purpose of that 2x window is to make you think about the business longer than your investing window. So, if you expect to sell a business at a decent multiple in a number of years, it still needs to be a decent business. For example, if I invest in Facebook with a 5-year holding window, expecting a PE of 20 or EV multiple at disposal, it is implying that Facebook will still be a very decent business by then in 5 years. So the bottom line of this quick note is think longer than your investing window. So if you plan to close your stock positions in 5 years, think 10 years. And we have another few quick notes. The last note is that I love the second question, that the second new question, and that question is their product different from similar companies? In other words, is their product not a commodity? Usually, when we think of commodities, we think of raw materials, but many of today's products are commodities too. For example, Vidrala's beer bottles are commodities. Vidrala, if you don't know, it's a Spanish company in Europe that makes glass products, and those products are basically commodities. They may have another competitive advantages. I'm talking about Vidrala in particular, but the product itself it's not differentiated as far as I know. I'll leave you with a few questions. There's more new questions in this post, so check the written post. The first one of them is: will the company keep doing business for at least twice the holding window? And of course, this goes back to the few quick notes I was talking about. So think longer than the time when you will close the position. The second one was already covered. The third one: is a competitive advantage durable? So you may have a competitive advantage, but doesn't necessarily have to be durable. It can be a patent that is expiring, for example. Uh, the fourth one is: do you know what substitute products they compete with? Fifth one: is revenue concentrated on few licenses or patents, and so on. There's five more in here, so check the written post, and if you like the content, give it a subscribe, and we'll see you next week.